back to the episode last day on our survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are over here chilling at a chopper event. These dudes are at a standoff and they are going ham. I'm going ham right back at them. They got a little bit of shot. Oh, no, they don't die. Okay, there we go. We're good. That dude was doing some damage with his AK, but we are here and we are looking good. Boys and girls, I'm your fan for a fantastic day on the most amazing variety. We were actually on our way over to the bunker because we're going to be going over there, taking out the blood one, hopefully getting a floppy disk. It should all go well, which by all accounts, it should be going. And then we have a revenge raid awaiting us as well. But if there's a chopper along the way towards these shenanigans, I thought, all right, especially if we're getting some shotgun raid like that, it's definitely worth it. We have not made any new improvements over to our we have not made any new improvements over to our weapon attachment stockpile. We are still working on getting that up a little bit, but oh, I like seeing that M16 too, and a little bit of a red tickery too, because we are going to be getting some use out of that as well. But with this chopper event pretty looted up, I say we probably want to go ahead and get on going to that a little bit sooner. And oh, the revenge raid did leave us with a little bit of damage to our base that we are gonna have to get repaired. And let me just make sure that we loot up these suitcases, that we'll head over to the bunker and get some stuff going. And do I have some fan-freaking-tastic news to get to shared with you. Now, I know that some of this stuff we might not have all the room to take everything back, especially once we open up some of the ticket crates at the bunker, but might as well pick this stuff up from the chopper event before it disappears forever. Worst case, we'll leave it at the bunker to be picked up at a later time. And we also have these 4 extra bag of sauce in the chopper as well. So that's gonna be all great and dandy, but check this out. Boom! What you guys are seeing right here was shared earlier today by Kafir. This was on the Discord and this is looking fabulous. This is the farm location on the map in all its beauty, all its entirety. We are seeing it right here, right now. And by the looks of it, the farm is going to actually be taking place over by, whatchamacall, kind of by the north zone / where the north zone is locked. You can tell because near the top of this screenshot, you can actually see one of the, whatchamacall, like the radio tower or whatnot that unlocks the rest of the north over to the west. You guys can see some of the oak zones, and to the east and to the south, you guys can see some of the bases. So this is going to be where the farm location will be found. They have also added in a river for some reason as well. That river was not in the map at that location before, meaning that the river is gonna have something to do with the farm as well, unless it is purely decorative. But that's a very weird thing to add a river where a river didn't exist before, just for the purpose of a farm. So that's a little bit interesting. But the farm, if you guys don't know, is going to be one of the coming updates. Currently, the update that is slated to be coming next is the radio tower update, which will be enabling chat and potentially a friends list from what I've been hearing. So that's gonna be very cool. But then from what the roadmap has been saying and from what we've been hearing, it does appear that the farm update will be the one that comes after that, especially once we take into account some of the stuff like the fact that, well, this appears to be what they're teasing on and what they're working on the most. We've seen some of the in-progress stuff with the farm. We've seen the fact that, well, the farm is gonna have melee weapon mod recipes, and we're gonna be able to get them a lot there. That is, of course, also gonna be a location that does respawn every couple of days, for example, so that's gonna be cool to dive into. But I just can't wait to have this location to go to that will be respawning every couple of days. And just, dude, I don't know, it's just such a unique location. I love that they are mixing it up and no longer is it, for the most part, just some of those like generic, quote unquote generic, I just say generic because like they respawn, not they respawn, but like they have trees in random locations, chests in random locations, like the pine zones and whatnot. And in terms of unique locations, for the most part, you kind of have the infected forest, which is just a glorified boss battle. Then you have the bunker, which you have to get through and whatnot. And of course, once this thing is added, we will have it as well. So it's very nice to see such a variety starting to sprout up in the game. That's something that's going to be great, especially once we take into account the melee weapon mod recipes. We'll be able to get there. But I do want to circle back on the river and the thoughts with that, because we have seen this in the past as well. This was actually revealed a couple of weeks back, kind of making it match up with the timeline a little bit. The bridge, as it was called. But what could this bridge possibly be going over? We talked about this a little bit earlier, and by the looks of it, it's got all this toxicity, which is something we haven't necessarily seen yet on the map. map or anything like that, and the river isn't looking massive or anything. So I actually did a little bit of looking around, and honestly, from looking at the map, like this river over here seemed like it would be too big to build such a tiny bridge across. But if that river over by the the river that we are seeing by the farm does appear to get smaller and smaller, meaning that could potentially match up with the proportions, and what we might be seeing is a need to cross the river, go over a bridge, potentially build this bridge using some like scrap, like some planks, some wood, some stone, a couple of things like that. But that's just something I did notice, and I did want to point out as well on top of that. So lots of cool stuff coming, potentially stuff with the bridge here, but mainly 100%. We've seen the farm, we know where it's going to be located on the map, we're seeing what its icon's going to be look like, and it's going to be a red zone, denoting it should be having some cool stuff. It's going to be respawning every couple of days, similar to a timer that we see on the bunker and the infected forest. And of course, it will be home to some of the melee weapon mod recipes. Something absolutely marvelous, especially because there are still those mods in the game, the active skill mods, for example, that we have yet to see, that are currently unattainable, but that might honestly be changing with this update that we see with the farm, because this might be how they start. They might try to test out the active skills that the melee weapons have, since I imagine those might be simpler than some of the gun active skills, and some of the melee weapons only have one attachment each that does have the active skill. What I'm talking about is the one mod per pretty much melee weapon. Not all of them, but at most I think each melee weapon has one that has a star in the corner, and it says it will add in an active ability that you are able to activate, whether that be something like, I don't know, activating a chainsaw or something with the saw blade mace and what we've seen there. But they might honestly make those recipes, those blueprints slash recipes start dropping over there to correspond with this, and start testing out the active skills. Then hopefully we'll be seeing them coming to actual ranged weapons soon enough. But that is gonna wrap it up for everything that I did have to say about that. Can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say, because there definitely is a lot of cool potential kid out, and it's also gonna be replacing this green forest over here as well, because, well, I mean, if you're going to a green forest, you're probably just going to the one nearby. This one was always just kind of like random and out of place, but no longer will that be the case. It will be getting replaced by the farm, and hopefully we'll be getting a lot more fun and usage out of it as well. But that's gonna wrap it up for all that information that I did have to share with y'all. Can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this, your own original thoughts, your guys' thoughts on my thoughts, any of that type of jazz, into that comment section down below. Especially, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts around the farm, your guys' thoughts on my thoughts, your guys' own original thoughts, maybe what you think if that could indeed be what the bridge is going to be for, or if the toxicity maybe means it might be coming later in some sort of more of a toxic location. I don't know, but regardless of that, I would love to hear from y'all in that comment section down below. And remember, cost picture third of the way, it's a weekly $12 add to slash play store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do is always make sure to like button, make sure you subscribe, then that will enter you in on today's giveaway. Y'all can go ahead and enter it on every single last day on Earth giveaway, every single last day on Earth video. When set rules are, I'll pick a random video from the past week, pick a random comment for a random video, and that will be the winner for the week. And we'll kick off the week of giveaway that exact same Saturday as well, so make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell hit to stay up to date with the latest of possibilities to enter to these giveaways, the latest of information like that of which we're sharing today about Last Day on Earth. Of course, the latest in gameplay updates as soon as those become playable, not to mention other dope survival games all throughout as well. So hope y'all do stick around, and best of luck in the giveaway to the alls of you as well. But to the code, if you guys didn't see it, today's bucket code is gonna be 45893. If that is out of date by the time that you're attempting to use it, hopefully some fantastic person in that comment section down below has provided a little bit of a more up-to-date version of it. And if not, you could be the fantastic person that helps the rest of this amazing community we have cultivating here at the Snipe Gang, and help out a ton of people like that. And be the fun, be the fun, just the one, like not the one that does anything, just you are the one. Well, I guess the one that helps, but you know what I mean, just contributed to the community and all the auspice, and hopefully helping out a ton of people. And hello, do I like what I see with the pistol there. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these pistols I did bring along are not as modded as I would have liked them to be, but we still ought to be able to perform a whole ton of doo-doo over on the blind one, especially Yeah, I think we'll be just fine. It would have been nice to have some more of that, but honestly, what we could try doing here is something a little bit interesting and something that low-key I kind of want to test out, especially while we still have this speed. You guys might be confused. Star, what is going on with the speed? This is not a hack or anything, guys. There is a speed glitch. I've been talking about this for the last couple of days, and there does continue to be one. The way that you guys can do it is if you just search up a chest, and then while you're searching a chest, or even like while you're searching like this thing over here, right in the middle of this, just swap between like the saw blade mace and the sledgehammer, and for some odd reason it happens. It'll probably end up being patched soon enough, but in the meantime I would encourage y'all to hopefully go ahead and get some quality usage out of it. Here's what we're gonna go ahead and do very quickly as well. I want to get some of these guns modded, so here's what I'm gonna try to do with this insane speed that we have found for ourselves. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can't unlock. I'm just gonna run all the way around and try to get this door unlocked so then we can circle back. I should not have activated hard mode first, to be completely honest, but YOLO, I don't care. We're gonna have a lot of enemies coming our way, but hopefully this is worth it, because bless up for the speed that we got, man. Let's turn that off. Let's continue running because we gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 gotta go, gotta go, go, go. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Okay, okay. Can we open this before they get us? Probably not. That is an angry horde of toxic spitters getting to us. Okie dokie artichoke. Oh, mama. That is a lot of things. Okay, here's what we gotta do. Here's how we're gonna kite this successfully. We gotta bring everyone back to the beginning, and then we can open the terminal. And honestly, once that terminal is open, this, oh mama, that is a lot of Roman zombies. I tell you what, if y'all could just get out the way before things go poorly. We're just gonna wait for all these dudes to catch up with us, and then this is just a nice way, another actually usage of the speed glitch should y'all decide to use it. You can actually use it to quote unquote clear a floor really quickly. Mainly I'm just using it though because I want to get over to that workbench at the end, and if we just have a ton of enemies chilling here, I'm just gonna wait for some of the other ones to catch up with us as well. We should have enough time to whatchamacall. We should have more than enough time to activate the terminal. I'm just trying to like kite around a little bit here, and we could get faster than this. I just don't like getting too fast because then things just get a little bit insane. But this is a good amount of speed. Low-key, a grenade launcher would be amazing for this situation, and let's get to running because we gotta dip, and let's really hope that we have enough time to do this. And oh, that could have gone poorly, but okie dokie artichoke, things are popping off, things are going good. We're gonna have a nice buffer of time, and while this thing is really annoying because it does slow us down, if all goes well, which there's no reason that it shouldn't at this point, I think there's gonna be a very nice shortcut and minimal weapon usage coming out of it as well. So as long as this finishes before they aggro onto us, we should be able to leave this floor and come back, and I don't think that they're gonna realize that we're here. Now, I might be wrong about that. If there's an angry horde of zombies coming at us all of a sudden, well, that's a bit unfortunate, but nonetheless, cool trick that I actually want to go ahead and show y'all off that you can get to using this glitch with. So, back down to floor 2. Let's see if push snaps. No one is gonna be ridiculously angry at me for just running through that entirety of that floor. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Maybe? Maybe? I'm just fully expecting like 50 million red triangles to be running at me, man. Nothing's running at me, so that's the good news. Are we good? Are we good? Nothing. Oh, okie dokie, we're freaking good. Look at that. That's what we're talking about, baby. Without further ado, you're able to pretty much all that we gotta kill here is gonna be these two doofuses, so shouldn't be too bad, especially if we get this full auto on the pistol going ham, because we have some of the best attachments possible when it comes to making the pistol an absolute mighty machine, and there ain't no other way that I'd love to have it. And we have so many pistols that it's definitely worth it to be doing this. So see you later, parasites. Hello, it's you over here. We do have a couple of attachments we could even toss on the M16 as well. Not the craziest of attachments, but an attachment is an attachment. Anything that can help out the cause, I'm happy to toss on. But here is where the magic happens, the elite shutter, and hopefully soon we should be able to get that green laser going as well. That'll be boosting our damage and our critical damage, I believe. That's gonna be really good. But in the meantime, we just gotta go and get these 3 attachments on each pistol we can, and these 3 attachments, they're not the best attachments, okay? Silencer is arguably the best, and this is without a doubt the best that you can get for the shutter or whatever. But there are still better mods that we could put onto the rest of the pistols, but still, just the pure godliness of the elite shutter turns this thing into a speed demon, and also into a damage demon as well, and critical hit chance demon. There's just a lot of demonicness going on, and whoop to you. That is number 2. No laser that I want to toss on to you. Just one more of these I'd like to deck out. Ooh, we got that shotgun with us as well. that I almost completely forgot about. Hello, shotgun. I'm sure you'd like to start doing 80 damage. Yeah, good. I thought so. And with some great chance at criticals too. We'll be saving that to take out our arch nemesis, is a blind one, in just a little bit. And ain't got no AK mods, unfortunately, but we can go ahead and wrap things up by tossing some more on this last pistol. And we currently have an inventory built to kill. So let's get to putting this puppy to work. Shall we? Where it matters, of course, because, I mean, this is a nice floor and all. This ain't the floor that I'm looking for. This is simply the floor that I wanted to open up, and now, I mean, we literally have a workbench on the second floor of this place, because all that we have to do is, I mean, once you do the thing that I told you guys about, where you can, like, run around and the guys forget about you, right? I mean, what ends up happening, let me just get rid of that right there. Same thing with the cans, don't want those clogging up the inventory. But, I mean, then you can just unlock the door at the end, you leave, they unaggro you, you come back, and pretty much at the bunker, so any weapons you ever get at the bunker, maybe from some crates, you don't have to go home to mod, you just mod them right over here. So that's the magic of the speed, but again, as soon as it gets patched, it might not be as easy, and it will definitely get patched because hot diggity dog is just a little bit OP. I think we can all agree on that without too much arguing. But what we can't agree on is how quickly these zombies should die. I say, as soon as possible, get over here fast, until you deserve some doom, death, and destruction coming straight your way. Mr. Floater Bloater, you as well. I'm sorry, you seemed like a cool dude. Maybe we could have shared a brewski one day. But today is not that day. Today is the day that you die harder than ever before. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't have Shotgun right helping me out today. But, hey, we got a bunker level up as well. Without further ado, let's get to learning. Can we get a good perk? Maybe a rare perk? Dare I say? No way, Jose. Instead, we have strong legs, which means that the surfaces that slow us down now slow us down a little bit less than before. Actually, a pretty nice combo once you take into account the fact that we're the freaking Flash. So yeah, that's a pretty nice combination to be put into use. Here's what else I want to put to use. I want to put, this pistol's probably the closest thing to breaking. I just want to use the pistols with the lowest durability, so they break fastest, so we open up as much room as we can in our inventory. So let's just, there we go. Wow, that one broke quick. We're gonna use the AK on, because we do have the AK that's about to break. That puppy's gonna get used up on the turret or whatever, since we can't even hit them with the pistols if we tried. They don't have the necessary range for it. So this explorer just wants to go ahead and blow up really quickly. Then I could go and mate his parasites and we'll be all Gucci and bueno to go. Hello, parasitic parasites. How do you do besides very dead, my friends? Toss that over there. We got the rest of this AK to get to use. It might not even, oh, we got to make sure. We got to hold it. I forget. Recoil is a thing and we've been able to take it down a fair amount. But alas, it has broken as well. We do have this very nice looking M16 here, but we also have the rest of this pistol. And low-key, I want to get rid of the rest of this pistol, so get to shooting! Okay, bless. It's dead. It's dead. That guy was starting to outshoot us a little bit, but we came out on top. No worries. What you got for me, Mr. Chest? I'm looking forward to some batteries. All right, well, I got the inventory room for everything that the big one's gonna drop, so I could afford to pick up a couple of things through this. Hello, Toxic Spitters. Do I have some bullets for you? Ooh, hopefully some criticals, too. I'm not even gonna run away at this point. I just want to murder them. And seriously, the thing that makes the pistol so good is you don't have to worry about missed shots. But if you mod this thing right, it starts shooting so fast, man. It's a borderline like automatic weapon anyway. So let's get the last couple blows to start whipping out some of the bigger guns in the form of the M16. Hopefully not miss too much. We're getting some good usage and good usage out of the durability. I was gonna say some good usage from the durability. Well, I guess we're kind of using that too, but hey, some good stuff there. The other guy didn't drop anything, unfortunately, and here we are, ready to go at the blind one. Beep, 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 boop, boop, boop. Don't mind me just using my expert hacking skills to get into here. And we do have that as well. So how do we want to approach this? We obviously have more than enough pistols to make some magic happen. Not even worried about that. That is the barrel magazine and a muzzle brake though. Kind of wanted, what does that do? 13, this is doing 12 with 8.7. 8.3 attack. Honestly, with rifles, faster attack isn't even a good thing because, well, you just have to worry about recoil anyways. Honestly, rifles in general, if you have to worry about recoil, I just would not recommend those for taking on the blind one because you have to capitalize on those opportunities where he is exposed, where he's just crashed into a wall and you got to maximize damage. And it's pretty hard to do that if you have to, like, you know, wait for your damage to cool down before you can start dealing the proper amounts again. So we're going to try and go ahead and correct that by putting this pistol to some absolute absolutely marvelous news. Maybe we'll even get a couple of critical shots and whatnot, but the pistol's easily able to do 150 damage. That's probably one of the better damage outputs we can ask for. As soon as he gets one more volley of hits off on us, we'll be able to take him to the amount where he wants to go and eat some food. And I'm gonna be like, no, 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 no food for you when we activate the alarm. And he's like, I was gonna eat that. And I'll be like, nah, you weren't gonna eat that. Also, that was almost very bad. We almost did that way too early. All right, I don't mind if he heals up like an extra 10 or whatever sometimes, but I just want to definitely make sure that we play things safe and that he doesn't, we don't just accidentally waste an alarm. All right, because if we do, the awful thing that happens is he can literally heal back up to full health, kind of witch style if we take long enough. So that's why I'm trying to keep the alarms open for business, you know, trying to make sure they're nice and repaired. Ain't nothing bad happening. Speaking of bad, our armor's about to break. I don't know if I'd call it bad, but it's definitely not good. No, I would call it bad. It definitely is bad. But the blind one is taking enough damage. He is not. He got like 3 heals off. That's okay. I hope our armor doesn't break, man. This is definitely starting to cut it close. Luckily, we got a little bit of shotgun range we can use after this pistol breaks, but he is getting some solid shots off on the armor, which I'm not a fan of. Hopefully, like I'm saying, we use the rest of this pistol and then shotgun rain time gets whipped out. Ooh, if we could do like 51 damage, the shotgun rain might be the perfect gun for the job. All right, let's go get these couple last hits off on me. I just want to get ready to hit you with the shotgun rain. 51, 28, 51. Give me one more 51. The amount of criticals. Holy madman, Batman. That is what I'm talking about. That is why Shotgun Rain is on a whole nother plane of existence when it comes to weaponry. All right, Shotgun Rain is truly something lovely. Something lovely. Oh, look at that. 76. Yeah, there we go. 65. Oh my God. Wait, it's doing. Oh, never mind. So yeah, look at how often it's doing this critical damage though. Like low key. Are you guys seeing this? Like we are getting, I don't know if they changed something, but we are definitely getting criticals more than we ever got them with that shotgun, and honestly, I am a very big fan of it. Just like I'm a fan of mitering a couple of these dudes through here. Honestly, since we're looking for stuff for hard mode, might as well go ahead and collect these guys before we then get the floppy disk, acquires the C4s that we need, and head out on the revenge raid of much fun and stuff like that. Hello, doorway, what you got in store for me? All right, we're about to use up 2 more guns. That's good. We'll free up some more inventory room, but these guys are definitely not gonna die as easily. But we do have a little bit of shotgun raid to whip out on them. 36, come on, show me the criticals. No critical there. All right, critical. I know you want to do some critical damage to this exploder. All right, no, you just want to break on the exploder. Not what I was planning for. Let's get a couple of pistols up in there. Oh, I hear him coming. Boop. There you go. He should die pretty quickly. And the pistol, man, it's just so fast, and you don't have to worry about any of the shots missing, man. It's seriously, arguably, just modded properly. I would say it might be currently the perfect weapon. Actually, the VSS is pretty insane because you don't have to worry about that thing missing, and that thing does a lot of damage. And honestly, I think the fire rate and damage might be able to outbeat the Glock. Not 100% sure. Might need to do some testing with that, but never mind. But you know what I mean. Glock is definitely the best attainable weapon. This thing is godly if you get the right buffs for it. All right, so we still got 2 of these pistols. We got Mr. Frenzy Giant over here. He might be guarding some glue. Glue is always something I'm down to collect because that's going to be really great for our weapon attachments. And it's a Frenzy Giant, so of course he has a chance of dropping some of the, the military notebook, which will give us some of the best bang for our buck in terms of the hard mode items. And we also have another Frenzy Giant we killed up there, so I definitely want to get up there. And then there is one more Frenzy Giant after that. We'll play it by ear, see how much durability we got left on these weapons. But I am also trying to save some of these pistols because we also are going to be using them for the actual raid or something. We don't have too many VSSs. I was thinking of using another one of those, but VSSs are definitely a commodity that should be saved until the going really it gets rough. But they are silenced, man, so that is a good thing. See ya, the Toxic Spitter. Ooh, your friend though, very impressive drop from him. I like. I open up both of these. Okay, just making sure I don't accidentally forget. Let's get some water up in this system too. All right, that should be, yeah, we got the backup for when this one breaks because it's definitely gonna break. Hello, Exploder. Are you ready to put some bullets in your belly? Because it's not coming through your mouth. You ain't eating these bullets, all right? I'm forcing them straight through your belly, lad. That's what you get for trying to come after me. We could have been friends. We could have eaten lots of food together. Oh, I risked it for the biscuit. And oh, did he almost blow up on me. And that explosion, to my knowledge, is as much of an insta-kill as it gets. And since I'm not going further than here, I'm gonna bring this frenzied giant back with us. I'm gonna kite him on the way back because we gotta start going this way anyways. We've already looted everything, so might as well bring a friend, and eventually that friend will become a military notebook. And it will also clear up a little bit more inventory space, and we should have more than enough pistols for the magicness of the revenge raid happening. Seriously, man, I'm trying to get some quality revenge, and dude, I love these pistols with a passion. I never thought I'd see the day Pistol Drizzle got so much love for me, but right now, man, I'm not saying it's getting more love than Shotgun Rain, but the pistols are getting some love that they've never received. All right, I think that's enough from us. What do we have left? We got, like, pretty much those are our 2 pistols, and if we take these 2 on the raid, that should be plenty for the raid, too, so we have kind of, like, the perfect amount of loot here. We do not, unfortunately, have enough of the red tickets to open up the red ticket crate, but I didn't click 2. I literally clicked 1 game. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why you do this? But we should have more than enough to get the floppy disk, especially since we made sure, killed a couple extra frenzy giants and whatnot, really, you know, really played it safe there. And then the C4, unless it's an infected box. If it's an infected box, there's gonna be a slight detour because we, yeah, infected boxes, yeah, our acid bath is a glorified giant chest. You're gonna have to give us a sec on that one. All right, specialist, I got some goodies for you. Dog tags, collectible, personal effects, even better, and best not forget the notebooks to help start progressing us towards the next one. I seriously wish we got some of these blueprints here, man, but unfortunately, those used to drop other things. Now, however, whatchamacall, I wish we would have got something like in return though, since we have gone past this. If we got like, if everyone who got past this got like a blue blueprint and also a purple blueprint, since technically we got those in the past, but what we got in the past was the ability to mod guns on this bench, but this bench doesn't mod anything anymore, just where you throw all your extra blueprints away into. So I don't know, man, take it how it is, or whatever, something motivational like that. What I know is my motivation is that disc, and also maybe I'll just make sure, yeah, let's not leave behind anything too valuable here. A couple of useful things we can definitely yeet. Yeah, that SWAT armor is gonna break. We'll probably, because I do need to make a pit stop back up here to pick up the rest of this and drop it off into the base. But for now, especially since we're about to go on a raid, I don't want to be naked during the raid, and I definitely don't want to start breaking in a new set of SWAT armor just for a raid. I think this should be plenty, especially with our uber speed here, looking like the Flash. We don't have to worry about the big one doing too much damage to us, since we can just outrun him, but he can still do pretty good damage to us, so I don't know. We're gonna have to play that one by ear. Let's toss that into there, put a band-aid to use, and let's get over to the floppy disk location and see if that has the wonderful C4. And you know what'd be even more wonderful? If it's not an infected box. Ooh, there's an airdrop right on the way. Detour. Also, it's 31 energy, so I'm gonna start walking there for like a couple seconds until it drops off 1 energy, so I can just run there, and then we'll use fuel to drive around. Hey, down to 30 speed. Let's get to sprinting over to the airdrop, and I just can't wait until we have the ability of sprinting over to the farm that will replace this forest, potentially sprinting over that bridge. Still not sure about that. Like I said, that's why I'd love to hear from y'all about it, but for real, that farm is gonna be something wonderful, and I just can't wait to head over to that location. Might have some of the new zombies as well, since there is gonna be a new like charger type of zombie that's kind of slow. I don't know if he's gonna be slow, but he's gonna be a little bit tankier. I think when he hits you, he slows you down, and he's gonna have some kind of a charge attack. I don't know, man. It just feels like there's gonna add so many new things to that I definitely do want to check out. And for now, let's get to checking out what this contains. And maybe it'll be a blueprint and or some lens, or neither of those things. I like that option too, but we got some iron ingots we can bring back home as well, so that's good. We'll have 2 stacks over here from our crate opening and other assorted endeavors. But now the time has come for the endeavor of this place. A short drive away, since we don't have any energy left to play with, but plenty of fuel. Can we have a non-infected box? Especially because I think the last box was infected. So game, Will you cut me a little bit of slack here and just give me the good stuff right away? Because I thought infected boxes are better, but I don't know, man. After the last infected box we got, I've gotten better normal crates. So hopefully we can acquire one like that. Yeah, baby, it's a normal one. Bless up. I'm not sure you guys understand just how painful it is to reorganize that acid bath box, okay? It is, I know I shouldn't leave it filled to the brim with stuff like that, but I do. It's very tempting. Just such a big box, man. It's like the... Let's get it, boy! 2C4, a little bit of steel, a little bit of that, a little bit of engine, and some lens as a cherry on top. What were we talking about before? I can't tell. I got too distracted about this. My brain had to load up the hype program because this is what I like to see. Could have seen better. We didn't get any special guns or whatchamacallit, like the Scar or anything, since this is the main way of getting those things, but we definitely did still get some good stuff. We do have little Kalashnikov here. Maybe leave behind that. Use a little bit. All right, back in business. Oh, and we can drop off stuff into our chopper that we can haul home. And if there is still stuff missing, we can always come back. If there's ever something valuable missing, I do come back because I do not leave valuables behind. I know one time I think we left... I think it was an electronic circuit behind or something during the video, and someone's like, Star, no! And I'm just like, no worries, guys. I went back to get it. Although electronic circuits have definitely become more common, but that's a whole different story to dive into. For now, I'm diving into 4 free inventory slots. And let's get to collecting some of the good stuff, like some of that. Ooh, all of that actually stacks into our current stack, so that's really nice. That'll save us up a tongue twister, a little bit of room. And on top of it, I don't really know which one of these things I want the most. We have a bejesus ton of wrenches, ton of springs, honestly some iron plates might come in handy. Time to go ahead and start bringing these puppies home and reinvigorating our inventory. Instead of having it nice and empty for looting, we gotta fill it up with the proper tools for raiding and then the looting of that raid. So I'm gonna go ahead, drop this stuff off, and talk to y'all in a second before Jacob gets his booty raided. And here we are, tons of certain resources over here, because before we head on to this raid, I think it is a pretty good idea for us to probably fix some of the problems we might have over here at home before just, you know, right away rushing into handling and creating new problems abroad. And I think some of those big problems are some of these walls that were broken down from the exact people we are about to get revenge on. So it's almost like a perfect story, and we have plenty of resources to get these things repaired, which is the good news. But check this out, this dude was a total doofus, a total dingus, a total like, how are you gonna do this to me? He broke through one of these things. You know what he did? Because he was probably angry that he got into here and all that left was just more honeycombed stone. Well, they broke my freaking witch's head that is chilling here on purpose. Thank you kindly. Oh no, I have gotten myself stuck. Oh dear, this is, oh my goodness. And one extended detour, aka restarting the game really quickly later. Here we are back in business. We just gotta go ahead and get this wall actually repaired, but the witch's head is repaired and she's still over here doing her thing. I don't really know what I want to do with her, man. I wanted to have her head as a trophy, but there's not really any room in the trophy room since it already has floors, and I don't think we can put this on something that is in the ground, so it's complicated. We're gonna have to figure out how to properly install that into a trophy room type of area. Maybe build a new trophy room somewhere else, you know, like we still have room to expand, who knows? But what I do know for now is that this wall does need to be repaired to the fullest extent possible, so our base continues being the pinnacle of protection. And that with this last thing over here, well, not the pinnacle would be literally a steel honeycomb base, but you know what I mean, like semi-realistic pinnacle. How about that? I think that flows a little bit better because a full steel base would be just pure evil. And speaking of pure evil, we are 5 oak and 2 stone bricks short of finishing this off, so excuse me while I go on a short scavenger hunt. There we go, marvelous! This chest had everything a lad like me could have asked for. Bada bing, I don't know why I'm clicking on crafting. I should be clicking on the other set of tools. Bada boom, the walls are paired. I think it's because the crafting is like a tool in the icon, and this has a couple tools in the icon. That's probably what it is. But anyways, with all those repairs done, we also got to make sure to prep ourselves for this raid with the proper tools. I think 2 pistols should be plenty. especially because they're pretty good. So that's all that I'm gonna bring. Worst case scenario, shotgun's not fully silenced, so maybe not. This is what I'm gonna be bringing. We also got to go ahead and put some of this jazz away, and at the same time start collecting some other jazz, because we still need to. Ooh, let's also call in the raiders. Let's see, they might want us actually. Oh, we should have called them in before. Dang it, we should have called them in before we killed the blind one, because knowing my luck, these guys are about to have a quest. We're like, yo, you know that blind one, you should go and kill him. And I'll be like, yeah, I should totally do that. You so right, Gabe. I wish I thought of that. Then it's like, wait, I did. Also, another thing that I thought of that we should definitely do is probably put that pistol that I put away up for sacrifice instead. Which one did I put it away into? There we go. And actually, because it doesn't matter if it is modded or not, I kind of want to mod this pistol and see if maybe that will get us a better return for the stuff that we're going to be putting into this. And also, I'm going to go ahead and put some of these springs up for offering too, because I think that they still like springs and treat them as weapon parts. So hopefully we'll be getting revenge raids from that. And just to kind of up the ante, let's see what happens if we actually fully modify one of these puppies. I wonder if that might make them a little bit more inclined to maybe give us a good raid. Maybe they take the attachments into account. I don't know. Only time will tell. But anyways, back on track. Let's get to heading on over hither where we have the rest of our necessary materials. Oh, we should probably talk to the raiders first. True. Let's talk to these dudes first and see what they have in store for us. Mistakes were made. At least he didn't want us to kill the blind one. If he said get a C4 and kill a blind one, that would have definitely hurt in the chest region. That would have hurt my heart, man. But we still have a revenge raid we gotta take care of. We'll worry about those raiders later. For now, there's something more important we gotta worry about. And some stone that I gotta pick up. Where my stone at? Oh, there we go. There's the stone. There's also the nails, the duct tape, and the iron. It's like the whole fam's here, which will allow us to craft more than enough of a bountiful harvest here of harvesting tools. Funnily enough, we should have more than enough hatchets for this raid, and probably we'll just stockpile the rest and have those ready to go for the next raid, because we already had 2 iron hatchets before we begun building this up. So it's gonna be a ton of stuff. Wow, that's a lot of hatchets. Okie dokie. Trace goes that way. 2 goes that way. How about no? How about let's definitely bring all of those that we can, and then we'll bring all of these that we want. We'll leave 2 behind. Perfect. And then we'll come home with anything extra in the meantime. Put those things away. And actually, I would like to grab some more wood, because we do need to make some magic happen with this wood. The magic of a honeycomb level 1 protection. This stuff, it's the best. It's the best that resources can buy, because at least in terms of bang for your buck, all right? If you can make a complicated enough of a honeycomb, honestly, for the low cost of what, 1 wood, you're making it pretty freaking hard for the raiders to break into your base. And at the end of the day, isn't that like everyone's goal? It's my goal. I don't want them breaking into my base. I want them breaking my bait chest and then giving me a free raid. I think that's ultimately the goal for like all of us. And bada bing, bada boom, the perfect amount of wood puts towards protecting that. This area just needs extra protection for real, because these chests are very close to being exposed compared to some of their other counterparts, which have multiple stone walls protecting them. But all of that jazz taken into account, this is the inventory of someone primed. God dang, it took the wrong doorway. Someone primed to do some damage at a raid. 2 C4, half a backpack, or not half a backpack, half an inventory of hatchets. That's as much as one could ask for. Ooh, and of course some awesome, not fully modded, but definitely modded to the best of my ability, pistols. And my ability is relatively okay, because we have the elite shutter behind that, the silencer, of course, and what was the other one we have? The comfortable mag. Really wish we got the extended mag, but I think we built the comfortable mag before we had the extended mag unlocked from that. Dear mama, from that blueprint unboxing. That was a lot of blueprints. I think that goes without saying. And ooh, this is a big, not as big of a base as I actually thought. Okay, so it's a solid sized base. Ooh. 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 A level 2 wall, you say? Well, if you insist, I suppose I could go ahead and break into this and see if this leads us anywhere. Yeah. A little bit. Doesn't lead us to anything amazing. He does have a safe here. Oh, it's one of these. Is it worth raiding a base when we literally see a safe? Well, we did just get 2 C4 at our disposal. Ooh, he has stone flooring. Not stone, steel flooring. Steel flooring is never a good sign, because that makes me think that it might have steel walls once we get deep enough within. All right, at the very least, we gotta put 1 C4 towards this, otherwise we ain't getting jack squat back. So hopefully this isn't a base where our stuff is hidden behind some other more unfortunate stuff, but bada bing, bada boom! Oh man, of course we break in here. So looks like there are then 2 rooms that we can break into from here. So because apparently we're destined to always make the worst mistake when it comes to raiding, we broke into the most worthless of the stone walls. God dang it! Why? Why? This area looks like it has a lot of potential. Doesn't, like, okay, hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna listen for the radio. Because, do I hear the radio in here? Like, the radio makes some static noise. This guy definitely has to have a radio, right? And if you think about it, the room that has the radio probably has more workbenches than actual loot. So, maybe this guy just doesn't have a radio. Maybe it is in the other one, but we have 1 C4. We got to figure out which of these that we want to break into. And I'm not sure, man. This is... Why do we have to do that? Why couldn't we break into here? I didn't know it'd be a base like this. It's a doozy, but I kind of see what this guy's going for. He's kind of putting down all the different floors, and I think he's trying to work towards like a full steel base, but we just kind of caught him before he was able to bring that dream to fruition. So C4 number 2, we got to make a big choice. We got to make a big decision. I'm trying to like peek through this window over here and like... I mean, I'm not seeing, like, any chests or anything. I don't have high hopes for this one. I don't know, because I see, like, a stone in there. Oh, hold on. It said I can chop something here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see what it is that I can chop really quickly. Maybe we can figure out, what are we talking about here? Okay, it's a woodworking bench. So I think this might be where the woodworking stuff is. So, I think that's where we want to go. And you know what? That is where we're gonna go. That is where I'm taking my C4 business to. Starvation of thirst, thirstation, whatever the hell it's called. There we go. Now that that epidemic's been taken care of, let's make sure that we don't accidentally use the C4. My hands are as far away as possible from that button that activates the C4, because there's only one place I'm interested in C4, and he's got no windows anywhere. He's probably protected his best stuff here. Let's hope that we're right, because I would love to get me some quality loot. And quality loot there will be. Yes! This is a whole ton of the best chests that we could possibly ask for. All right, we have the speed. Oh man, if we could just find some C4 during this raid, maybe some floppy disks or something like that, I think our dream has come through. But for now, all that we gotta do is continue putting some of the bullets into these guys. Come on, Fast Spider and Floater Bloater, y'all gotta go. I wish we were still, like, I wish the EXP we got during raids, man, I wish it still counted for something. Unfortunately, it's just being wasted into the abyss of nothing. But all right, after having blown that up, what are we at? Like 49 noise? That leaves us with 50 noise to play with. This is a known commodity. We know what we're getting out of this should we choose to break into it. We have a VSS awaiting us and a couple of other guns. So I feel like maybe the chest next to the gun shelf might be the chest that contains all the guns okay, or one of the guns. Not what I was hoping for. This guy has to have better loot than that. Come on, there's no way. He has to actually have some stuff hidden behind these chests. There's no way these chests are just straight up garbo. I'm not gonna call it garbo, but it's not what I was expecting, man. I definitely had higher expectations out of this. I'll take that helmet, man. I need me as much SWAT armor as I can. We're running low in that department. Put those 2 things away. I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh dear mama. Woo! I don't know if it's allergy season or what, but having to sneeze in the middle of a video. Okay. I thought maybe that was something that is in the forest, but that is just another forest book. I was about to be like, hype, but right now, like mediocre amounts of hype. I don't know. If this would have been a lot better if it was a book that we actually needed to read, and we also have like 7 stacks of these. I still don't know how we found 7 stacks, dude. That's insane. Maybe some of the gun oil for now. How many more chests do we have to break into? Because we do need to worry about the big one at a certain point. We have 3 more chests after this one until, so actually these 3, and then the time will come. Oh, hold on, we got this last wave that we gotta deal with. Let's deal with all of the fast biters first and foremost. Let's get some critical hits in here to finish them off even faster. All right, as soon as I told the game to let's get some critical hits, they decided not to get me any critical hits. That's just awesome. Ooh, speaking of awesome, I don't know if this pistol will be enough for us to survive here. Maybe we try to steal the VSS. I think that might be a good plan. Okay, hold on. Detour. I gotta steal me a VSS really quickly. Do I want to use the VSS? Nah, I'll just punch these dudes to death. Let's be honest, all right? Engage me in fisticuffs, foul abomination. Come at me, bro. As they say nowadays, what you gonna do? Punch me for 3 damage? Well, guess what? I'm punching for 6. You're like 3 to 4 times my size. Doesn't matter. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and also weigh like a butterfly, because I am like a butterfly compared to this guy. But doesn't matter when you got fists full of flame. The flame of strength and intensity. That sounds kind of cheesy, like a movie quote or something. All right, we're gonna break it through maybe one more of these, and then here's what we're gonna do. We gotta play this by ear. Absolutely nothing. Bro, how are you gonna do this to me? We're definitely breaking this thing down. Without a doubt, this has gotta go. Oh, that doesn't make any noise. Well, don't mind if I do. Thank you for some weapons. I haven't gotten this many weapons out of a raid in a minute. Bless up, baby. We're a little bit back in business. That's what I like to hear. Okay, we gotta start putting some of this stuff away though, because our chopper has no room. Was this raid worth the 2 C4 we put into it? Only time will tell, man. But how does he have so many empty chests? It makes me wonder if maybe like something weird's going on with the rating system on the back end. Like, I don't think he'd have these random totally empty chests, you know? I wonder if like the game literally, like if a chest is too good, if they get rid of it, because we've come across a lot of empty chests, and don't get me wrong, people definitely have empty chests, but like with this guy, why would he be building so much if he doesn't even need this many chests yet? You know what I'm talking about? It's strange. It definitely has me wondering on that part, but we can also break through this, so might as well, because we might not get anything much better than these. So, I mean, melee weapons are melee weapons, man, and all of these, except the katana. Ooh, I hope the katana becomes modifiable down the line. That would be filthy with the proper mods. But honestly, now we'll be able to break this last shelf, and we'll be in business, but they're all empty, and it's just like, why are all of these empty, man? I mean, are random ones being empty? No, don't pick up a rock. I don't want a rock game. God, why are you trying to force rocks onto me? I don't know, man. Like, these 3 had stuff, but then all the other ones are empty so far. I'm guessing this one's gonna be empty too. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe this has the goodies that I'm looking for, and nope, it's got a whole ton of nothing, so I got a whole ton of I'm getting the hell out of Dodge before the blind one gets angry at me. Ooh, he had some stuff in there too. I probably should have totally ran around. I didn't completely check out this place. Okay, I have completely checked it out. But dang it, man, he had a safe too. If he had a safe, he had to be protecting something good, but alas, the world may never know, given today's circumstances. But with all that said and with all that done, that is gonna go and start wrapping up for this episode of Last Day Out of Survival. Can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say about that farm location coming to a Last Day on Earth update near you. Most likely, I'd have to guess after the radio tower update, since that seems to be what they are teasing super hard right now and alluding to. They already had a cipher for it. There's a ton of stuff alluding to it, and hopefully we'll be getting that this week. Should all go well. But in the meantime, we have oh, we don't have to give him anything. Forgot. It was a revenge raid. But in the meantime, can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say about that. But it's gonna start wrapping up for this episode of Last Day Out of Survival. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Get in the chopper gas tank and join in the chopper squadron. Best of luck breeding your pups, getting the true friend, building up the attachments, getting all the best perks imaginable, protecting your base, going on raids, defeating bosses, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. But it's gonna start wrapping up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.